what is it that leadership needs to be aware of or put on their radar screen besides just hiring the good people, but to keep them engaged and to keep them motivated? I know somebody can't motivate somebody else, but things are happening somewhere in the organization with the culture or messaging or something somehow that makes people go, oh, well, maybe not as severe a reaction as the person I just told you about, who was like, oh, God, what did I get myself into? But over time, they start to question, is this the right place for me? They're comfortable, but so on. Anyhow, what advice do you have for leaders on that front?
I think the key is to, and I learned this the hard way, which is anybody that I hired or worked in my team, I later in my career, I took time to understand what motivated them personally as well as professionally, so that I could kind of have an early warning system of, okay, maybe I'm asking this person to do something that wasn't, in the original plan, and I know isn't really very exciting for them, and create that kind of ability for them to say, hey, Tim, I'm not sure this is going to work. And then the key to fixing that, and this is what I think a lot of organizations are doing, starting to do really well, is to then say, right, let's open up the organization for other things for you to do. I'm quite happy for you to now move out of this team into that team. Let me help you find that place that is going to really work for you. Because it doesn't do anybody any good if you get somebody who comes in and then they get into a rut, they're disappointed, and that is where they want to be. And ideally, if that's a good person, you want to keep them, but you want to find in the organization where you could maybe invest in putting them in a different part of the organization. And it doesn't have to be a big company to do that, right? Medium-sized, even small-sized companies can do this and give people new opportunities. And I think the key is to spotting that, because I don't think a lot of us are very good at going to our boss and saying, look, this isn't working. Could I do something else? Yeah. But I think more and more leaders are recognizing that they need to create that open discussion to say, hey, let's potentially have room for you to move. And quite often I would indicate that to people when they came into my team. It's like, look, you're going to join this team, but I think there's other things that you could potentially do. And I always just left that door open, that, when it's time, let me know and let's see if we can work something out, rather than back to that transaction. You come in, you work for me, I give you your assignments and you go and do it and come back and tell me when you're done, and that goes on forever. I think you have to look at it as more of a journey with employees. I learned that the hard way by not recognizing when somebody was getting into a bit of a rut and then trying to help them.